Blackpool Pleasure Beach is home to some of the UK's oldest rides and attractions, some of which include the Grand National, the big one, and heck, Big Dipper is literally 100 years old next year. How is it still standing? But with all of these old rides at the park, there must be some more new ones coming soon, right? Well, the park opened Infusion in 2007, I think, and it was just a relocation. So before Icon, the last ground-up roller coaster at Blackpool Pleasure Beach was the big one in 1994, and people complained about how long it took Thorpe to build one. Of course though, as I said, recently, in 2018, Icon debuted, the Mack double launch coaster, and then obviously more recently, this year, Enso, which I still haven't had the chance to dare to rotate. And past that, you'd hope that sooner or later, we'd see another new coaster at the park, and that's what I'm here to discuss today. What Blackpool Pleasure Beach's next coaster could be, and where I think it could potentially go. And as you'll see later in the video, I've had some help from you guys as well, so thank you very much. And I'll say this now, I don't know as much about Pleasure Beach with land restrictions and stuff. All I really know is that Wallace and Gromit is grade 1 listed and it's not going anywhere. So once I get to the end of this, a lot of it may not even be possible, but we're here to have fun. The first point of call is where I could see them building this new coaster. Now, obviously, there's tons of rides, so wherever you put it, there's going to be a ride 2 centimeters away from it. Now, there are two main areas which I can see a new coaster somehow fitting in. The first idea is a little bit random, and it's probably quite a blatant stab in the dark. This area here, where Skyforce is currently located. The ride, I guess, could see some form of launch or lift hill and make its way, I don't know how, but on top or around Burger King. Over here as well, it could make its way around between Big One and Big Dipper, a nice little interaction. We shall call it the Big Ride. I definitely think it'd be a tight fit for a ride, but it's Blackpool. They could probably do something with it. On to area number 2, and this is the area that I think a new coaster is most definitely going to come to at some point in the future. That being this area here. It spans across from the arcade over on the left all the way to Impossible and that arcade down there, and then width-wise to Alice in the Wonderland and the grass. A while back, of course, they did remove the beloved Wild Mouse, and I never got the chance to do it, sadly, and I'm still and forever will be sad. And that space since has just been occupied by the hub, which is literally just a seating area, which they already have over there. So I can definitely see them removing the hub, potentially keeping the arcade building and having some sort of part of the ride run across the top of it, considering they absolutely annihilated the theming on top of it the other year. Stretching the coaster all the way down to Impossible's building, because they can get rid of that thing if they want. Why does it even exist? And then, of course, dipping over to the grass area over here as well. And it's honestly a huge space, and it would make for such a great spectacle over that main pathway. It would be amazing. It would be beautiful. Now, with my area surveillance complete, what type of ride do I think it will be? Now, personally, I can only see it being one of two things, and that is either a Mack Big Dipper, much like Lost Gravity or Dynamite, both really compact coasters, and they do look like they pack a punch. Or it might even be like this one that's going to Europa Park. You never know. Although, whilst I think that would be cool, and probably the one that's most likely to happen, the other type of coaster I could potentially see going to Pleasure Beach is either an RMC Raptor or Intamin Hot Racer. Both single rail coasters that are super fast, and they can make for some really unique and enjoyable rides. I haven't been on one. I just hope if one did go to Pleasure Beach, it would actually be good. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Let's see what you guys think. Vekoma Shockwave, where the Hot Ice Show building is, if they were to get rid of that. Honestly, I didn't even think about a Vekoma Shockwave. That would be insane. Perhaps an RMC in the sea. And I don't know if that was intentional, but you never know. It could just, you could go on it and drown. Something would probably have to go if something new were to be built. That is a very good point. As I said, I would remove Skyforce, which, I mean, the only reason I would remove it is because it's getting old, but you can't really say that at Pleasure Beach. An RMC Raptor would slap. See, that's what I'm saying, my friend. Maybe a water element on a coaster or a Max spinning coaster. PS, love the vids. Thank you very much. Some sort of water element would be cool. If they got rid of Infusion and put a water coaster there, I would not complain. And a Max spinning coaster would be amazing to see. I know they have Enso now, but that's just 2 seats on the back of a train. That they could do a full Max spinning coaster. How cool would that be? 500-foot Strato coaster, replacing that weird red Eiffel Tower. Oh my god. B&M dive coaster under the big one turnaround and also in place of Impossible. I've had that quite a few times recently. I think a B&M dive would be quite cool, although it would look very strange on the skyline, but I'd be all for it. They will take out Icon and put a spinning version of Rita. They might do. RMC Grand National. I wish that could happen, but I think it's like grade 2 listed or something, so it can't. Spin Jam 2. No. Tear down Infusion and replace it with a Battle Galleons clone. Oh my god, that'd be so good. Hello. Hello. Hey. We're wet. Grand National, but spinning. And that is where I end this video. Thank you so much for watching. 500 likes, and I'll make Blackpool's next coaster.